Hello, I'm EnterElysium. Welcome back to Kerbal Space Program Career 1.0. We're going to Minmus. Let's just start going and we'll talk about the ship en route. So we're going to Minmus. We've got a mission. We've got loads of missions there. Plant flag, get science from surface, get science from around, and put a base down. It says a space station, like it's on the ground, so it's a base. We're gonna do that, but we're gonna kind of trick the system. You'll see when I explain what I've got under this lovely little aerodynamic fairing we've got, which is nice. You know, I don't think I've used these yet. Pretty indeed. So we've got a good old-fashioned center stage, which is 2.5 meters. First time using that as well. We've got, you know, normal side boosters, liquid, but we've also got a couple of solid fuels there. Solid fuels off. Bye. And this rocket will crawl to orbit. It's going to be close, but I think it will make it there. I feel confident with it. Anyway, you might be wondering what these are. Anything inside the fairing isn't attached to anything outside the fairing other than through this one tiny little 1.25 meter bit. And that can cause it to fluctuate and wobble around and wobble through the fairing, which isn't particularly helpful. So these are here that they sort of pass, they clip through the fairing, and they allow us to strut up the stuff inside the fairing and make sure it doesn't wobble around. I kind of think that is a problem KSP has, but it's really obvious when you have fairings that stuff starts wobbling in and out from inside the fairing. You can see it, and it's like, what's going on there? Oh, bye side stages. Please don't explode. Good. Okay, carry on. But yeah, you get this wobbling, and it's just really weird and looks wrong. So, future me here. We're just going to speed this up as we go into orbit. We've got the fairing there. The fairing isn't actually a closed fairing around like the top. It just goes up to like the portion there. I decided that instead of going around the entire top of the craft, I could kind of save a lot of weight from the fairing by just going up to there, because the top of the craft's fairly aerodynamic already. So I was like, you know what, I can just save a load of weight by just going up to that bit and then joining it around there. So that's what I've done. It is, you know, slightly more difficult to sort the wobble problem for, but I found it, you know, it saved a good few tons, and we do need all the delta we can get. Anyway, I guess back to past me. So let's talk about what we've got here, and let's eject the shield. So, ready to say goodbye to the shield? 3, 2, 1... Aww. Bye-bye, shield. We're vibrating a fair bit. Yeah, bits of the shield are stuck, so that's causing us to vibrate. Hopefully it won't make too much of a difference. Certainly feels weird for the camera's point of view. Right, what are we looking at? Burning time. Oh, I think we got this. I mean, other than the fact that we're jangling a lot. This is feeling weird. Feeling weird. Let's get a crew report. And keep that data. Did we actually go anywhere? This looks awfully familiar. Well, we are in space. But okay. Bam, and we can hit off. And actually kill rotation. We are now officially in space. Come in, maneuver node. Wow, oh my god, really? Stage recovered. Ooh, we recovered that stage. The speed was fine. Excellent. I was a bit worried about this one. Good. Oh my god, really? Is that gonna be a pain? Yeah, it's gonna keep being a pain. There we go. Oh, I missed that one. EVA report. Keep data. Oh. Bob! Bob, quick! I have no idea what happened there, Bob. But let's get back in before things go crazy. Or we could crash. That works too. Okay, so we're back in space. Luckily there was a autosave that happened when I got to when I got suborbital, so didn't actually have to do that much more. I did keep the fairing this time to prevent any wobbling, if that was an issue. I don't know. Right. Where are you, Minmus? Says target. How much delta have we got in this stage? Not really that much. It's not even really worth keeping because of the fun we could have by actually using it, so I'm very tempted to elect to not use it. Alright. Let's set up a maneuver node. So we're looking at a horizon of about here. So, back to future me. This is the way I like doing the maneuver nodes. You know that you basically can burn from Horizon to hit Minmus. Roughly, it's a long way away, it's kind of tricky. But, you know, doing the maneuver node, just placing it on the Horizon, just gives you an idea where it goes. And the great thing is, actually, we're actually at the ascending, descending nodes roughly when we do our node. So, we don't have to wait to do like a second burn for inclination or whatever. Minmus is pretty much on the same plane when we hit it. So, in theory, we should be fine. And if not, then we can do a burn pretty much straight afterwards to really compensate, and it should, in theory, be fine. So, going through the requirements for our mission, by the way, we need an antenna, a docking port, 5 Kerbal capacity, and the ability to create electric charge. We've got solar panels and an electrolyzer from Universal Storage. We have a docking port. It's a junior one, Diddy one. And we also have, what else? An antenna, a really crappy antenna. So, doing our burn, just used up the last 28 Delta V in that other stage, just because, well, we had it and I might as well. I don't know how tight we're going to be on our fuel for this. My suspicion is not quite as tight as I thought. Getting into orbit was tight. This bit, not as tight. But we should be fine. There we go. And, ooh. Hello there, Moon. Yeah, so we're just above Minmus by the looks of it. It looks like we're just getting into the sphere of influence and it's like straight out afterwards. So we just need to burn downwards and bam. Now, the great thing is, by the way, if you want to have your plane, like, coplanar with Minmus's plane, or at least, you know, you want to intersect, you can tell exactly when you get intersect their plane by the ascending and descending node if it, like, ends up moving into the same position as your closest approach. That's, you know, a fun tip. So there you can see I was watching the ascending, descending node and being like, yep, you're now on my close approach. We should be good. So I'm expecting to get fairly close to this. And we are pretty good. Pretty good. Nice and close. And we're actually not like going crazy over the top or crazy underneath, which is fairly easy to do with Minmus, which is such a small target. So let's just bring that down. The great thing about Minmus is it doesn't take a lot of Delta V because it's such a slow orbit. It's such a high orbit, so by the time you get there, you're pretty slow. And it's such a small body that there isn't a lot of gravity speeding you up or anything, so when we get to our closest approach, we're going to be moving pretty slow. Taking the velocity down is going to be pretty easy. So we're going to land on one of the flat planes. We're not going to land on that one, actually, because that involves a large inclination change. We're just going to land on the one up here. It is a lot smaller. Bear in mind that Minmus is incredibly small. It really does feel small as you get down towards it, so it's going to be a harder target to hit, but I don't think it's going to be particularly hard. It's going to be a harder target, but it's going to be still pretty doable, in my opinion, especially for Bob. Bob's a scientist, actually. He's not even a pilot, so, you know, he's doing pretty well. Anyway, you know, you're looking at this, like, it looks really small. It looks like we're trying to hit a pond, but we should be fine. I just want the surface data because I want to be able to see my, there we go, surface horizontal speed. I like being able to see my surface horizontal. I want to be able to see the components, right? I like being able to see the components to know like how fast I'm going sideways, etc. It's hard to tell, especially with the fact that there aren't really that many surface scattery things and they only appear at like really close distances. So I like being able to see the components of my velocity, i.e. the one straight down and the one straight across. So we are going down. You can see our shadow. I actually work off shadow a lot for landings rather than altitude a lot, because, you know, altitude isn't always to sea level. Although this is a sea level plane, there isn't a sea on Minmus. Effectively, these are like frozen seas or whatever. There we go. Oh, we're falling over. We need to go up. Yeah, up. There we go. That was me because I forgot I had MechJeb on doing something, and as soon as we started to tip over, it did some funny things, and then I burned, and then did some more funny things, but it's fine. We sorted it. We're gonna land. We're coming straight down. We should be good. I'll go back to past me. Yeah, don't do that. Just don't do that, kids. Touchdown! And not screwed up. Let's get a crew report. Can we transmit? How much have we got? We've got... Fine, we're good to transmit. No comms device. Oh, yeah, we do. We do have a comms device. If I put that out, we'd be fine. But I'd have to go grab it. Let's get an EVA report. Yoink. Store experiments. There we go. Add that back. Oh, yeah, we already got that. Fine. Right. Let's check our missions. Contract complete. New surface outpost. Ooh, 150 grand. Very nice. And we got that debris. Cool. Right, my next mission is plant a flag, transmit or recover scientific data from space around Minmus, and transmit or recover scientific data from surface of Minmus. Right. So I've just got to get scientific data from the surface and space, and we're good. Surface and space, and a flag. Alright, let's get a flag. EVA report. As far as you can tell in the low gravity, the ground is firm underfoot and not as slippery as you would expected. 25 science. Nice. We can't do surface samples because we need an upgraded research. God damn it. I hate that. Right, let's get a flag. Plant flag. By the way, we're using Bob because he doesn't have experience unlike everyone else, so, you know, I thought it was a good time to get him some experience. Plus, scientist. Pretty awesome. Minmus! Base. Brackets. Temp. Plaque text. We came. We saw. We got paid. Yay! Well done, Bob. Let's go home. Do-do-do-do. Do-do-do-do-do. Ooh, oh, oh, don't spin that much, Bob. This is a very delicate operation. Okay, yeah, we'll dump that anyway. So like, what? Oh, yeah, we can dump that. Cool. Now the question is, do we take off of everything? Like, there's no point not taking off of everything, so we might as well take off everything. I mean, it's extra delta V. These are going to be left here anyway. There'll be no use to us if we leave them here on the ground with fuel in them, so we might as well take off. Yeah. We should transmit science as well, because we can. Let's... that's command pod. I want to hit the aerial. Activate. Crew report. Cancel. Can I review stored data? EVA report, EVA report. But I want to look at the crew report. Oh, this is 100%, so we'll send that back. No comms device, but there is a comms device right here. Right here. Cancel. Oh, are there no satellites nearby? Ah, the satellites are all in the wrong range. This is what happens when you set up like random satellites, right? As opposed to doing it properly. If you set up random satellites like this, sometimes you'll end up in a situation when there are no satellites in range. What we'll do is we'll actually just time warp until a satellite comes around. We should hopefully be able to get a connection. Really? Is that not close enough? We'll try and get some science from space around Minmus as well. So I would normally do a crew report, but we got a crew report from the ground, didn't we? Oh well. Either way, which way are we taking off? We're taking off that way, and I have no idea which way that way is. Kill rotation. Start FWAPs. 10. That's fine. Add maneuver. Not like that. Just... Right, okay, let's do this by eye. I want to go that way. So... There. And back to future me. I'm really hoping that Bob gets some experience from this, because I'd like to be able to send Bob back in like a rover and just with like loads of science bays and be able to like use it, get the science, take the science out, reset the science bay, and use it again. Because without a scientist, you can't really do a rover like that, because they just aren't reusable. But I'd like to be able to get Bob, you know, enough levels that he can do the resetting of the bay. People have told me, by the way, before that, oh, why don't I do this? Because I can reset them. You can't without an upgraded scientist, that's why. Anyway, back to past me. Oh, what's this? Contract complete. What's that? Plant flag. Oh, yeah, we got 92 grand for that planting a flag. Which is nice. Oh. We've got a connection, we've got a connection. Review stored data. Send. Send. Crew report. Send. Science data from space around Minmus. Bam, 30 grand. Science data from surface of Minmus. 40 grand. And that's it. And now just a brief word from Future Me telling you that because we've got so much fuel, that this is going to be incredibly easy getting back. Because we're just going to go and burn retrograde, and that'll take like 200, 250, and then we're just going to have loads left. Like, so much left that we can just burn it right above the planet, just slow ourselves down, and just make this incredibly easy for ourselves. I overspec the top section a little bit, but to be fair, it would have been hard getting out the planet anyway. We didn't have a lot to work with, and especially since we've got a limit of 140 tons on the launch pad. Anyway, back to past me. Bye, antenna. I didn't need you anyway. Look at it go. I wonder if it's going to overheat and die. Please do. Technically, it's already kind of overheated and died, so maybe that's just not going to be its thing. How are we doing? 2.1 kilometers? 2 kilometers? Oop. Is that the dynamic pressure it's building? 60 kilopascals. It's pretty intense. Our speed is 5.5 Mach and dropping. Mach 5. G-force is tolerable. Mach 4. And the dynamic pressure is dropping. Good. Okay, there we go. We're feeling a lot better now. Middle of the ocean. Absolutely no idea where we are. Where are we? Yeah, pretty middle of the ocean. Actually, we're fairly close to that, but... surface velocity is ridiculously low. Look at the surface velocity. Less than quarter of a kilometer at still like 8.5 kilometers in altitude. We're good. We're good. Alright, let's just turn this off. And full. Hi. I'm coming for you, ocean. I'm a-coming. Parachute time. Oh, that was fairly close. Maybe I shouldn't leave it that close in future. This capsule only's got like a crash tolerance of like 14 meters per second or something. It does destroy fairly easy. Like, the cockpits are like 40 meters per second. This one, on the other hand, destroys pretty damn quick. But anyway, we got back. That's what counts. Recover the vessel. Science. Monies. Kerbal experience. Happy with how the mission went. And pretty much all the main stages we managed to get back, so we're good. 3.8. Nice. It's not really much, but, you know, it's something. We got a little bit of funds from... Oh my god, look how much funds we've got now. It's going to disappear in a second. 7 XP! Up to level 2. Wow, Bob, well done. You can reset all my experiments now. R&D. We can collect surface samples. Resource transfer available. And we can get a science limit of 500. Upgrading. Do-do-do-do. I'm thinking we grab command modules, because that gives us the ability to actually do some tourist flights if we need to. Yeah, I'm liking that idea. Let's grab that. Boop. Unlocked. Right. Now, by the way, people have been saying, why haven't you done tourists yet? Why haven't you done any tourist missions? That's why I was waiting for tourist flights to be a proper thing. Planet flag on Minmus, another one. I mean, we'd have to go back there to get science again. You know, we've got lots of surface samples we can do. Temperature scans on Kerbin. Orbital station around Minmus. Have facilities for at least 5 Kerbals. If I had this at the same time, I would have just grabbed it. Like this, we already fulfilled that criteria. I could literally take the same craft back and get 130 grand. Rescue Shetland Kerbin from orbit. Yeah, we've done a few of those. Test a stack separator at the launch site. Like, I probably should because it's cheap, but... Dock 2 vessels in orbit. Nah, it doesn't pay very well. And I have docking ports, but only small docking ports. I really can't be asked. I'll do this one at some stage when I do the space station, but not now, so I'll get it anyway. Planet flag on Minmus. You pay so well. I might just do exactly the same mission off camera, just to be able to get this and that, because they'll count for both, and that'll be like 200 grand with an advance of 75. Yeah, that's actually really, really good. That's basically 300 grand right there for doing the same mission again. I think I'll do the same mission off camera or something, or maybe combine it with some sort of tourist. No, there aren't any tourist missions available for that, which is a shame. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I'll probably do that off camera, so I'll grab new orbital station around Minmus. Plant flag on Minmus. And I'll get a surf sample. No, I won't do it off camera. I'll just do it really, really quickly on camera at the beginning of the next episode. That'll be the next episode. I've been EnterElysium. Hopefully you enjoyed today's episode. If you have, remember to like, not subscribe. Please consider subscribing. And until next time, stay shiny.